गौरव सर, हेलो। गौरव सर, हेलो।
It's roll number 17. Roll number 17.
Yes, sir. Can we start, sir?
Yes, you can start.
Yes, sir. Very good morning to all, honorable dignitaries and dear participant. It is my privilege to introduce Dr. Bapurao V. Shingate, sir, an eminent academician and researcher in the field of chemistry. Dr. Shingate is a distinguished professor of organic chemistry at the Department of Chemistry, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, with strong academic credentials, including PhD, MSc, NET, SET, and B.Ed. He has established himself as a leading academician and a researcher in the field of organic chemistry. He has completed his doctoral research at the prestigious National Chemical Laboratory and University of Pune, where his work focused on the stereoselective synthesis and complex organic transformations. Dr. Shinte brings with him over 22 years of rich research experience and 16 years of dedicated teaching experience. His academic journey is marked by several national and international fellowships, most notably the Indo-US USSTF Research Fellowship, under which he has carried out advanced research at the University of California, USA. His contribution to the chemical sciences has been widely recognized through numerous awards, including ICCS Dr. SML Gupta Award, BSc, IC, ISCB Academic Scientist Award, and the Global Teaching Excellence Award. An inspiring teacher and a mentor, Dr. Shimte's teaching expertise spans over organic reactions mechanism, synthesis of organic chemistry, and in detail the multi-step organic transformation. His research interests are centered on the design and synthesis of bioactive compounds, development of novel synthesis methodologies, and a total synthesis of natural and unnatural products. He has successfully guided 8 PhD scholars to completion and is currently mentoring several doctoral researchers, in addition supervising more than 200 postgraduate research students. Dr. Shingate has published 135 international research papers with an impressive citation record, high H-index, and substantial cumulative impact factors. His CFL serves as editor and reviewer for several reputed international journals and contributed valuable books chapters in the advanced areas of organic chemistry. Further strengthening transitional impact of his research, he holds multiple granted Indian patents in medical and synthetic chemistry. So this is a very short introduction of Sir. Sir has many more things which are to be told, but to be cutting it short, I welcome Sir for this today's session and request Sir to start with his session.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Good morning to one and all, and thank you for kind words and introduction. First of all, I would like to thank the director of MMTTC, UGC's MMTTC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Honorable Dr. Dhanasri Mahajan ma'am, as well as our friend and Assistant Director, Dr. Rafe sir, has invited me to deliver a talk in this particular faculty development program, which is an August gathering or a hybrid gathering of the participants from various disciplines, not only from science, but also social sciences, languages, humanities, commerce management, education, physical education, and many more subjects. The peoples belongs to those subjects also. Okay, now we will start. Before going to talk on this particular topic, that is a way to prepare best scientific review article, or how to prepare best scientific review article, and or you can call it preparation of a scientific review article. What could be the approach, or you can say what are the tips? These are not the guidelines, the tips which we can follow for writing a review article, as it is one of the most important aspect in research career. That's why, first of all, we will have some highlights of my presentation. Over here, I have given just highlights. What could be I want to discuss in coming, what do you call, 3 hours? Coming 3 hours. Actually, the time is not time is not sufficient, but I will try my level best to finish or wind up within this stipulated time. See, this is the outline of my presentation, which includes basic definition of research, types of research cycle, purpose of research, why research is necessary, purpose of publishing research articles, papers, types of research articles, then coming towards the scientific review articles, why it is required, and why to write a review article, what are the areas of research, impact factor, then scientific journals, different types of publishers, then special review journals, then types of review articles, and how to communicate those review articles, what are the ways to publish review article, and if we have chosen some of the pathways, then what are the basic requirements for publishing review articles. Then the requirement, as I said, that a proposal in the form of proposal, then submission of proposal, followed by how to carry out a literature survey by using online search engines or different kinds of database. And once you have a literature, then how to have a segregation of the literature, and how to start the preparation of manuscript, which includes different aspects. But before going to discuss how to prepare different kinds of manuscript, what kind of care one has to take prior to writing a manuscript. Then while writing the manuscript, it may be review article or research articles may have a different aspects. But in review articles, title, authors, abstract, table of contents, introduction, main body, then tables, figures, equations, conclusion, summary, and acknowledgement, followed by, once your manuscript is ready for submission, what are the steps one has to follow while publishing the review article. Just I have given these highlights. As this is the faculty development program, and most of the participants, they may have entered in the field of research, or somebody may have already started their career in research, as well as some of the participants may have performed, or they are PhD degree in different kinds of subject, as well as some of the colleagues, they may be the research supervisor of different universities as well. But one has to know about the basics of research while performing the research, even though your subjects are different subjects, and I have to give justice to all of you, because I will not talk on chemistry. This is the one thing, even though you may see some of the pictures related to chemistry, but you can consider in place of that chemistry, you can consider your subject as well. Okay, then first of all, we will start. What do you mean by research? As one of the colleague participant from this faculty development program, he has introduced me, and while introducing, he has put before you some kinds of biodata, you can call it. It is not a biodata. That is the achievements in academia as well as a research part of achievements he has expressed with you, and while discussing the areas of research as well as outcome of the research in the form of publications, different kinds of publications. And he has said that Dr. Shingate has published so far this much number of articles having the H index and the citation index and all. See, as well as you can confirm because nowadays within a fraction of seconds, you can find out what are the academic credentials of someone. Okay, just you can put in the Google, you will get the details of the respective person, even though he may be Nobel laureate. Okay, or you can have a different database also. You can find out the credentials of respective person, not only respective person, but also institution as well. Okay, first of all, we will start our discussion in terms of research. No doubt, some of the participants, they may know how to do research and all, but even though how to define the research. Okay, how to define the research, and search. See, the simplest definition of the research, I want to put before you over here for the sake of your understanding, that research is nothing but any creative systematic activity. See, this word is very much important. Okay, any creative systematic activity undertaken in order to increase the stock of knowledge. See, whatever existing knowledge is there, existing knowledge related to some of the concept. Okay, and you have performed later on some kind of experiments or have done some kind of field work, and that work you have done systematically. That's why a creative systematic activity undertaken in order to increase the stock of knowledge, including knowledge of man. See, knowledge of man. 100 years before, people used to do different kinds of research. Now the trend has been totally changed. Okay, including knowledge of man, culture and society, and the use of this knowledge, that is very much important. See, use of this knowledge means whatever research we have performed, that research should be applicable for the development of new things. That's why use of this knowledge is to devise or to find out new applications of that particular research. Okay, repetition of research is not useful. See, you have done something new. Some of the things are already existing, and just you have added something over there. And that added things is useful for society as well as to find out some solution to the existing problems. Okay. Again, furthermore, as I said, that research is a systematic inquiry or activity to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena. Okay, means, see, if you have done properly your work, that is a research. That's why systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomena. As well as while doing this research should be honest. Research is an honest scientific investigation. See, scientific investigation undertaken for the purpose of That is very much important. Scientific investigation undertaken for the purpose of discovering new facts. See, discovering new facts or establishing new relationships among facts already known. Among the facts already known, which will contribute to the present body of knowledge. See, means you have established some new things, and that new things is based around the existing knowledge. Okay, and it will be addition to the existing things. And this can lead to an effective solution of existing problems. See, if you have some kind of problem, then we are finding some solution. And while finding the solution, we have some another problem. Because this is the cycle. And see, if you have given some solution to the existing problem, that is nothing but the research. Okay, these three definition, basic definition, just I want to put before you. Then, see, then what are the types of research? See, basically, there are three types of research. Basically. One is experimental research, second one is a theoretical research, and third one is observational research. Under these three types, all subjects are covered. All subjects. Including medical sciences, engineering sciences as well, engineering and technology as well, languages, social sciences, humanities, commerce, management, as well as education, including science. Okay, see, basically there are three types of research. One is experimental research, theoretical, and observation. Means experimental research means you have to do something in the lab or on the field. Okay, means some kind of physical experiments you have to do. Not only science people, but also social science people used to do some experiments in the lab or on the field. Okay, physical experiments. See, science people always do their experiments in the laboratory, sometimes on the field, as well as some social science subject. See, the geography subject, psychology subject. They have to do several experiments, physical experiments. Another category of experimental research, that is a computational research. See, as computer science people, so not only computer science people, but also many science people, they used to do some computational work from chemistry also. Chemistry also, without doing some kind of work in the laboratory or on the field. If you have some data, you have collected some data, and with the help of computer, you are doing some kind of research. This is the second type of research, and third one is situational or mental research. Situational or mental research. See, as I given the example of psychology peoples, they have to do some mental experiments. Means face-to-face experiments are there. That's why it requires some experimental things. And second type of research is a theoretical. See, many times in earlier days also and nowadays, just if you have some kind of data, that is a secondary data collected from somewhere and just you have analyzed, that is kind of theoretical research. And third one is observational research. Observational. See, if you have observed something in the society or in the nature, then accordingly you are putting your self views about the nature, about the society, about the seashore, or about the river, or about the these are plants and trees. Okay, that kind of research comes under the category of observational research. Okay. Then wish to shift towards the research cycle. No doubt, those who have completed their PhD degree, they knows very well, no doubt. But those who want to pursue their PhD degree, okay, with the help of research supervisor, first of all, you are identifying area of research. Okay, area of research. With the help of supervisor or seniors from your subject, just first of all, you are identifying the area of research. In which area I have to perform the research. Then once you have identified, then you have to do first design of research study. How that particular work can be designed. And once you have designed the research study on paper, then carry out the research either in the laboratory or on the field, or collection of the data. see, once you have designed the research study, then carry out the research in the laboratory or on the field. And whatever experiments you have done in the laboratory or on the field, or once you have collected the data, then analyze the obtained research results. Analyze the obtained research results. In science, it may be different than social sciences. Just you have to analyze the research results, and once analysis takes place, then what could be the outcome of the research? That outcome in the form of publication. Okay, publishing research results. See, this is the research cycle. Means first identification of research area, design of research study, carry out research and analysis of research results, and then publication. Okay, these are the things comes under the heading of research cycle. Then the next aspect, very much important aspect, that is what is the purpose of doing research. Okay, as an academician, we have a different purposes. Okay, we have a different purposes. See, the purpose of research can be complicated issue because it may varies from subject to subject, person to person. Okay, that's why as well as faculty to faculty, the purpose of research can be complicated issue and varies across different scientific fields and disciplines. Okay, that's why the purpose of doing some kind of research is a different one in terms of disciplines, that is the science, social science, humanities, languages, commerce, management, engineering, medical, pharmacy. See, it may varies from subject to subject. At the most basic level, science can be split into two types, that is pure research or fundamental research, or one can call it basic research. And another category of that research is applied research. See, many times we observe that people don't know in which area we are doing the research. Means either our research comes under the category of basic research or applied research. Okay, see, what do you mean by basic research, or how one can differentiate basic and applied research? See, the simple terminology is just I have given over here. Basic, fundamental, or pure research is designed to help researchers. See, is designed to help researchers better understand certain phenomena in the world. Better understanding of certain phenomena in the world. Suppose 100 years before someone has disclosed some concept, and that time the person may have some kind of drawbacks or limitations of that particular concepts, and till today some research is going on to overcome those drawbacks or limitations. See, means if we could able to find out solution for some of the limitations, means just we are adding whatever existing research is there. That's why just we are broadening that particular area of research. Means better understand certain phenomena in the world. It looks at how things works, and this research attempts to broaden your understanding and expand scientific theories and explanations. Means whatever concept is there, scientific theories are there. Okay, just we are broadening the area on that particular concept or theories that comes under the fundamental research or basic research. Okay, then what could be the applied research? See, just I will tell you first theoretically, and then I will have an example. That applied research is designed to identify solutions to specific problem, or find answers to specific questions. Okay, and this research is meant to offer knowledge that is applicable and implementable. See, just we all of us have witnessed about this COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, we all have witnessed about that one. And see, that was the big problem. To find out particular medicine or drugs to treat or to cure that COVID-19. Okay, that disease. See, that was the problem, specific problem. To find out either dose or injection, you can call it, or vaccination. to treat as well as to stop that particular virus. That was the specific problem. And to find out the solution, as we have seen that hydroxychloroquine, that quinine drug was given to the patients first in India as well as in US. But that drug may have some problems and then shifted towards some antiviral drugs. Okay, those which are already existing, because that was the problem quickly arised, and that medical practitioners with the help of biologists, chemists, pharmacists, and all, they came to know that why not to give some antiviral drugs to the patients for the treatment of that COVID-19. They tried a number of already existing drugs, but they could able to fail to treat that particular COVID-19 pandemic. And then came that remdesivir, which was already existing. Okay, the purpose was different to make that particular remdesivir, but it was utilized to treat COVID-19, that coronavirus. Means the problem was coronavirus and the treatment was a remdesivir at early stage. See, prior to this one, we don't know about the hand wash, regular hand wash, gloves, masks. We don't know. Because of that corona, we have been started using all these. That is a sanitizer. Okay, prior to that, only medical practitioners used to use. But that was the specific problem, and the researchers have found out the solution for the treatment of that particular problem. Okay, this comes under the heading of applied research. Okay, then see why research is required. My dear friends, if you have any doubts, queries, you can write in the chat box, and accordingly I can take those queries, doubts, questions. Why research is necessary? Research is a tool for building knowledge. This is the tool for building knowledge, facilitating learning process. And research means to understand issues and increase public awareness. Okay, it means to understand issues and increase public awareness. That is the most important thing about the research. And see, if research is going down, the businessmen will get succeed. As I can give the example of that sanitizer. Prior to this COVID-19, corona, no one is using that sanitizer, only medical practitioners. But different types of sanitizers came in the market. And this happens because of the research, and that helps in success of the business because of the research. And research allows us to disprove lies and support truths. Definitely, if somebody is claiming like this one, then you can prove yourself how that is wrong. And research means to find, gauge, and seize opportunities. Okay, a lot of opportunities maybe have because of the research. And research promotes love and confidence in reading, writing, analyzing, and sharing valuable information. See, keep in mind, it promotes love and confidence in reading. If you have been involved in research, definitely it increases confidence in reading, writing, analyzing, and sharing valuable information. And it provides nourishment and exercise for minds. The most important thing is that scientific and industrial research thrives best when it will be the best when it is applied to material benefits of humankind. Means whatever research you have performed, that will be useful for the society. Benefits of humankind and to existing industries and agriculture enterprises. Not only existing industries and agriculture enterprises, but for the society also. See, 30-40 years before, whatever varieties of crops were there, the yield was too much less. And because of the research, we observed that a lot of hybrid varieties came in the market, and the overall yield of that crops has been drastically changed. 10 times more, I can say 10 times more, the yield has been increased. This is because of the research. Then next question may arises, what is the purpose of publishing research? Why we are publishing research? Okay, again, different views will be there. Okay, actually this is a interactive session, but because of less time, I'm going somewhat fast because our aim is to how to write a review article. But prior to that one has to know this one. What is the purpose of publishing research? See, there may be some common benefits of publishing papers or research. One is it improves writing skill, definitely, because you have to learn many things. You have been involved. Hello, mute yourself. Someone is talking. Hello. Okay. It improves writing skills, and definitely if you are publishing regularly, it helps in knowledge upgradation. Okay, knowledge upgradation. If I am publishing regularly some kind of papers, definitely it will keep me updated. Deshmukh, Pankaja Deshmukh. Hello, Pankaja Deshmukh, roll number 29. Okay, see, these are the some of the common benefits of publishing papers. One is it improves writing skill, it helps knowledge upgradation, and it keeps me updated because I'm involved in research. And it teaches me how to do literature survey. That is a separate aspect. It may require a lot of time, 1 to 2 hours to find out the literature. Okay, it makes me happy if I'm regularly publishing. Definitely, if some positive mail comes to me early morning, definitely that day will be most happiest day for me. And it creates a set of knowledge for others. If I am publishing, it will be available for other people also. Definitely, lot of appreciations on my work received from the different people's persons, friends, as well as the researchers, and definitely publicity will be publicity to my work, and later on it adds some value, and it keeps me alive as a researcher. Okay, and definitely it motivates to carry out some kind of research. If someone is there in the department, 3 people, and only one person is doing some kind of research and publishing the his research, then other 2 people will get motivated. Why not to have a carry out some kind of research, and why not to have publications? See, that's why if I'm publishing regularly, then it will be motivation for other people, and it gives chance to externally access our work. Means if it is available online, definitely evaluation of our paper will be done by the experts in the subjects. Okay, these are the common benefits of publishing regularly some papers. Then we will have some kind of definitions related to research articles or research papers, because we have to have a review article. Prior to that one, writings based around research or observations. The first type of writing is publication in the form of research article or paper. Even though I have 135 research articles so far I have published, but I don't know what could be the exact definition of research article. Okay, dear friends, if you have any doubts, query, you can write in the chat box. I will take those questions, no issue. See, what could be the definition for research article or paper? Article and paper both are same. Sometimes some of the publisher is saying papers, or some of the publishers, they are saying that articles. The main focus of an academic research paper or research article is to develop new argument. See, this is a very much important. Is to develop new argument. You can use the literature as a foundation. See, this area should be sound or strong. To develop new argument, you can use the literature as a foundation. and as a support for new insight that you contribute. This is the simple definition of research article. Means we are making some new argument, but that new argument based around the literature, because that literature is our foundation, and support for new insight that you can contribute. Variety of different types of research articles will be available. Even though in single journal, you may have a different types of research articles. Okay, even individual journals sometimes have their own unique types. As there are many types, it is important to explore your options carefully. This is very much important. Okay, see, one journal may have different types of research articles. I will not ask question because I don't have that much time. Okay, there are different types of research articles, but people don't know in, in which type of research article we have to submit our article. For that purpose, first of all, you have to see instructions to authors for that particular journal. Okay, or guidelines to the authors. You have to read first, understand properly, and find out the scope of that journal. What kind of areas are covered in that particular journal, and how many types of articles they are going to publish. Okay, that's why instructions to authors are very much important. Okay, and here we have seen the definition of research article is nothing but is to develop a new argument, and you have to use literature as a foundation and as a support for new insight. Okay, then question may arise, how many types of research articles or papers are there? Okay, how many types? Even though people have a more than 100 or 200 research articles so far they may have published, but they don't know the types of research articles or papers. Basically, there are some types of research articles or papers in the form of letters. Okay, letters, short communications, rapid communications. See, short communication oblique rapid communications or communications type of research article, notes type of research article, then papers means research papers. Sometimes the journals, they are giving the type of research articles in the form of papers, full length article or full paper. Okay, these are the typically types of research articles are there. Every type have their own identity. Keep in mind, every type of research article have a own identity, and see, you have prepared your research article. You are prepared, and now you want to submit that research article to some XYZ journal. And then while submission through online process, they will ask you the type of research article. Then big question mark is there. That's why, first of all, you have to see instructions to authors. Instructions to authors. In which type of research article our article will be feed. Okay, then we will have a simple definitions of these types of research articles. First of all, letters, short reports, sometimes it is called as brief communication or rapid communication or communication. Okay, means letters, communication, short communication, rapid communication, brief communication. All comes under same category. It may varies from journal to journal only. Okay, are brief reports of data from original research. Brief reports of data from original research. Okay, and editor publish these reports means in the form of letters, communication, short communication, where they believe the data will be interesting to many researchers and could stimulate further research in the field. There are even entire journal dedicated to publishing letters, communications, short communication, brief communication, or rapid communication. Entire journal, not only volume or issue, entire journal is dedicated for publishing the articles in the form of letters. As they are relatively short, means they are short, the format is useful for researchers with results that are time sensitive And this format often has a strict length limits, means page limit is there. So the experimental details may not be published in the article, and that may be published as a supporting information, or you can shift your type of research article from letters to full research article. Okay, this is about letter, short communications. Then full length article or full paper. Okay, which includes, see, in communications, there are no subheadings or headings. No subheadings, headings. However, in full length article or full paper, have some headings or captions are there. This will include abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, and conclusion sections. And all sections are there. However, you should always check the instructions for author. See, keep in mind these things. Instructions for authors of your chosen journal, because the instructions for author for X journal may not be suitable for Y journal. That's why always check the instructions for author of your chosen journal to see whether it specifies how your article should be structured. Okay, and there is no page limit for full length article or full paper. It may be of 10 pages, 20 pages, 25 or 100 pages. But for communication, short communication letters, maybe 4 to 6 pages only. This is the main difference. Then, as publishing research articles in different format depends upon the subject. It may varies from subject to subject, field to field. Okay, as well as the pattern of those articles also depends upon the subjects. And you all are from different subjects. Okay, some of the participants may be from science, social science, humanities, languages, commerce, management, and many more. That's why how to write a research article may varies from subject to subject. But the thing is that the another way to publish article, publishing research article is another aspect based on original research. Keep in mind, based on original research. And the second category will be somewhat different in the form of review article. See, research article is different than the review article. Are you getting this point? Participants, you can write in the chat box also if you have any difficulty. I think you may have allowed to write in the chat box. Okay. Even though you have any query, doubts, you can write. You can write. Okay. See, means I can take your question as well. See, then we have the second publication type of publication, that is a scientific review article. Okay, how to write a review article? Doing review is somewhat different than writing a review article. Okay, my dear friends, like research article, we have to see about a review article. Okay, see, we have 4 questions in our mind. The first question is, what is a review? Like a research article. Then, what could be the difference between review article and research paper? This basic difference. The third question, why do we write literature reviews? Why do we write literature reviews, and who writes? Who is the eligible person to write a review article, or what are the eligibility criteria to write and publish a review article? These 4 questions are very much important questions. And now accordingly, we will see one by one, what do we mean by review article? See here, some simple definitions I have given over here. See, review article is nothing but it is a critical, constructive analysis of literature. See, constructive analysis of literature in a specific field through summary, classification, analysis, and comparison. In a specific field, not a subject, specific field. See, analysis of existing literature. See, existing literature, analysis of literature. How this analysis takes place? Through critically and constructive analysis. A critical constructive analysis of literature in a specific field through summary, classification, analysis, and comparison. This is the simple definition of review article. And it discusses, as I said, that the available literature, existing literature. It discusses published information in a particular subject area. Published information in a particular subject area. See, this is a very much important. And sometimes information in a particular area within a certain time period. Means X area of research, and you can have a certain time period from 2021 to 2025, or in the last decade or last 2 decades, or the first decade of 21st century, means from 2000 to 2010. Means certain time period, what kind of research on that particular topic. Okay, and whatever literature is available, that literature, after having the literature, compilation of literature through critical analysis, critical and constructive analysis, through summary, classification, analysis, and comparison. Okay, in certain time period, time period is 2021 to 2025, means last 5 years. And the review articles are considered as a secondary literature. The primary literature is the research article. See, keep in mind, research article is the primary literature, and the review articles are a secondary literature. This means that they generally don't present new data from the author's experimental work. Okay, see, if you are doing critical analysis of someone's literature, that becomes coming under the secondary literature, critical analysis. But instead provide analysis of it or interpretation of a body of primary research on a specific topic. See, this secondary literature is an important part of an academic ecosystem because it can help explain new or different positions and ideas about primary research, identify gaps in research around a topic, or spot important trends that one individual research article may not. See, I want to tell you, while designing the curriculum of NEP 2020 for PG level, and prior to that one, choice-based credit and grading system was there, CBCS or CBC and GS. Okay, that time you may have observed that the curriculum for PG programs, some of the papers or some of the topics, related literature may not be available in the reference book or textbooks. Then direct reference of that research article or review article was given. That's why this is secondary literature, that is the review articles, are very much important, and it is an important part of academic ecosystem. Okay, now our curriculums became or more focused around the research. That's why see, these types of review articles are very much important in academia. Okay, then who is the audience for this review article, or why it is required, or what are the functions of review article? See, someone is writing because this read things, somebody may have done wrong practice. See, why it is required, or what are the functions of review article, and who is the audience? Do you understand the definition of review article? Participants, dear colleagues, do you understand the definition of review article? Chat box is open. Your holistic performance is also required to measure your contributions in this particular.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then why it is required, or what are the functions of review article, as well as who will be the audience for such kind of review article? See, here the functions. The review article is nothing but to organize and evaluate the literature. This is the very much important function of review article. Organization and evaluation of the literature, as well as to identify patterns and trends in the literature. What kind of pattern is there? And what kind of trend in the literature on that particular topic. It may be from review article. And the third and most important thing, these review articles identifies research gaps and recommend new research area. Okay, if you go through the review article on any topic, you will see in the conclusion part or in the summary part, the author may have a discuss about this particular aspects. What could be the research gap? And the author may have recommended some new areas of research. This where is the scope to do work on that particular topic. And that can be obtained from review articles. Then who is the audience? Who is the audience for review article? Experts in specific areas of research will be the audience. Experts in specific area of research. If suppose my area of research is chemistry, chemistry, then organic chemistry, then medicinal chemistry, and some specific disease, if I'm working on that one. And if there is a review article on some what do you call species from zoology or plant species or marine species, then I cannot understand that particular literature. See, that's why experts in a specific areas of research will be read, go through that particular review article. Then second one, students or novice researchers. Students, novice researchers means budding researchers. Those who have entered in the field of research, they will read such kind of review article because they want something to do, some new things. Okay, something new, not existing. Okay, doing existing work is not a research. Okay, is not a research because it is already existing. And finally, the third audience, that is the research decision makers. See, there are some policy makers are there, decision makers are there. They will go through the literature published by the authors from that particular country or researchers from that country. They will go through such kind of literature in the form of review article. Okay, that's why decision makers are also one of the audience for reading the review article. Okay, then why we write a review article? Why there is a need of writing a review article? Even though there are already published information in the form of research articles, but to get complete data, it is not possible from the research article. That's why review article is very much important. See, why we write a review article? To provide a comprehensive foundation on a topic, to explain the current state of knowledge, and to identify gaps in existing studies for potential future research, as well as to highlight the main methodologies and research techniques. That's why a review article is required. Okay, these four aspects: to provide a comprehensive foundation on a topic, to explain the current state of knowledge, to identify research gaps in existing studies for potential future research, as well as to highlight the main methodologies and research techniques. It can be obtained through review articles. Then, now, just we have seen the definition and what is the purpose of writing a review article we have seen. But on which topic we have to write a review article? Okay, my specialization is different than my specialization for postgraduate program. See, even though I belong to chemistry, I did master program in organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is not an area of research, but apart from the organic chemistry could be the area of research. Now, I think the participants, colleagues from different subjects, now we will have an area of research from your subjects. I don't know your subjects, but I will take almost all subjects from science, social science, humanities, languages, as well as education, physical education, or interdisciplinary studies also. Okay, what are the areas of research? And those areas of research are worldwide accepted areas of research. Okay, see, now almost you are more than 30. What could be your area of research? Some of the participants, they may have completed their PhD degree, or some of them are doing research. Whatever it may be your subject, okay, but what could be the area? Can you write in short in the chat box? Can you write quickly within 1 minute? Just meantime, I can take water. Start writing your area of research, whatever it may be your subject. Oh, no one has written. Means you are not alert. Someone has written air pollution studies. Yeah. I think you may belongs to environmental science or chemical science or biological sciences. Or you may have from social sciences as well. Okay, air pollution studies. That could be one of the area of research, and only one participant is active. Okay, your each and everything is recorded over here. Your holistic performance may be recorded. Okay, and only one person is active amongst all of you. Either you don't know what could be the area of research for your things, or you don't have anything. Okay, now we will begin with this one. We will begin with area of research, and just we can start with one by one. As I belongs to chemistry, the first slide is related to chemistry. And these are the areas of research. Okay, main areas of research for chemistry. Okay, just you can have a natural product chemist, natural products. Then some of the peoples may are performing the research on computational chemistry, biotransformation, theoretical chemistry, material science, then supramolecular chemistry, coupling reactions, multi-component reactions, medicinal chemistry, etc. These are the broad areas of research in chemistry. Okay, broad areas of research. Sometimes the people used to work on interface of chemistry as well as a physics, chemistry as well as a biology, chemistry as well as a pharmaceutical sciences. See, like this way, the researchers from chemistry will work on such kind of areas of research. Then, physics. I don't know your subjects, but I have to cover almost all subjects from physics. See, some of the peoples are working on material science, definitely. Most of the peoples on material science, particularly on this nanoparticles, nanomaterials, ferrites, etc., for different kinds of applications. Then many peoples are working on solid state physics or nuclear physics, or see this condenser matter theory, biophysics, then atomic physics, astrophysics, etc., and many more areas of research. Similarly, for electronics, that biomedical engineering, control and robotic system, integrated circuit and systems, and many more areas of research for electronics. Then mathematics. See, for mathematics, number theory, then discrete mathematics, geometry and topology, harmonic analysis, then algebra and number theory, and many more areas of research for mathematics as well. Okay, somebody may have raised a hand. I think so. I don't know. You can unmute yourself and you can ask directly. Okay, or you can write in the chat box also. Then statistics. See, this is financial statistics, industrial statistics, then sports statistics, and many more areas of research for statistics also. Then zoology, life sciences. See, infectious disease, some of the people used to work on that particular. Fishery science, helminthology, then protozoology, then genetics, molecular biology, and many more areas of research for zoology. Then for botany, see, plant pathology, taxonomy, physiology, forestry, molecular and developmental biology, genetics, genomics, bioinformatics, and many more areas of research for botany. Then coming towards the computer science. Okay, see, in computer science, this computer graphics, GIS, visual computing, then computer architecture, medical image analysis, machine learning and data mining, data management, and this artificial intelligence, software management, remote sensing, GIS, and many more are there for computer science also. Then life sciences, microbiology. See, this environmental microbiology, bacteriology, food microbiology, as well as for biochemistry, enzymeology, cell biology, signal transduction, blood clotting cascade, proteomics, and many more areas of research for microbiology and biochemistry. Then biotechnology, then food technology, agrobiotechnology, industrial biotechnology. These are the areas of research for biotechnology. Coming towards the environmental, in environmental, water pollution, air pollution, and different types of pollutions are there, as well as a management system or treatment system also there. See, bioremediation, remote sensing, energy studies, then ozone repair. See, this is a paleoecology. These are the areas of research for environmental science. Then pharmaceutical science, these are the areas of research for pharmaceutical sciences. Then coming towards the geography, the subject from social science, and I used to consider this comes under the science. See, for geography, GIS and technology, climate and earth systems, cities and communities, earth system science, urban inequality, biogeography, climate change and water, and many more areas of research for geography. Then social science in general. These are the areas of research for social sciences. See, transportation, substance abuse, urban studies, women studies, social issues, healthcare science and services, then public administration, international relations, language and linguistics, environmental studies, education related areas of research for social sciences, commerce and management science. See, these are finance related areas of research are there. That is a microfinance, decision analysis and risk analysis, economics and finance, social entrepreneurship, accounting and finance, and many more areas of research for commerce and management science also. These are the areas of research for law. Then coming toward the languages, Marathi, some of the areas of research. You can add, because I'm not expertise, but if you have been involved in research, you can add in these areas of research. Okay, in Marathi, Adunik Marathi Sahitya, Boli Abhyas, Bhasha Vignan, Sahitya Samiksha, this critical analysis, then medieval literary criticism and modern criticism, and many more areas of research for Marathi, similarly for Hindi also, and English also. See, linguistic and criticism, linguistic, comparative literature, modern poetry, modern prose. These are the areas of research for Hindi as well as Marathi. Then coming towards the English, different kinds of literature, American literature, British literature, cultural studies, critical theory, then drama, feminist literature, applied linguistics, women's writing, then comparative literature. These are the areas of research for English. Then coming towards the economics. See, for economics, so many areas of research are there. Econometrics, decision theory, market design, then labor economics, health economics, public economics. These are the areas of research for economics. Then coming towards the history. See, many more areas of research for history, library of information science, library and information science, as well as education. And some of the participants may be from history. You can have art architecture, archaeology, and many more areas of research. Just a representative I have taken over here. Okay, then see, so far we have covered almost all areas of research which are worldwide acceptable and shown to you after discussion with the experts in the subjects, not only from Maharashtra, India, but also abroad. Okay, to find out such kind of worldwide acceptable areas of research, sometimes it will be a difficult task, because having a lot of discussion with the experts in the subjects, I came to conclusion that we have to give some representative areas of research. Okay, then as our aim is to write a review article, but one cannot write a review article on all areas of research, combining all areas of research. That's why my suggestion is to that focus on single component. focus on single component, sub-component, whatever it may be your subject. Okay, you have to focus on sub-component, even though while doing the research, don't touch all areas of research, because you will not be expert in any area of research. Just touching to the area means you are not expert in a single area. That's why become an expert in that particular specific area of research. You have to do a lot of work on that area. Okay, this is my suggestion to all of you, because some of the participants, colleagues may have just entered in the field of research. Okay, then as we have fixed the area of research for our further review article, now I'm coming towards the impact factor. Okay, this is also very much important while writing a review article, because without knowing the impact factor of the journal, means you don't know about the research. That's why first of all you have to know about the impact factor. See, I will not ask definition with you and which impact factor is correct and wrong, but see, I want to show you what do you mean by impact factor and which impact factor is a correct impact factor and how it is determined. My dear friends, this is a very much useful information in 21st century, third decade. Okay, third decade of 21st century. See, the impact factor of an academic journal is a scientometric index. See, this is a scientometric index that reflects the yearly average number of citations. That articles published in the last 2 years. See, you may have seen just in the month of January for this year 2026, somebody may have started the journal and the first volume or first issue is coming very soon, and they have given the impact factor on the cover page. Don't believe on that one. Don't believe on that one. Just they are doing something wrong practices with you. Okay. See, as the impact factor of an academic journal is a scientometric index that reflects the yearly average number of citations that articles published in the last 2 years in a given journal received. As indexed by Clarivate's Web of Science. Some of the colleagues may be involved in the NAC IQSC. Definitely they know these things. See, even though the metrics, whatever metrics or criteria are given in the NAC format, NAC accreditation format, till today, we have seen that Thomson-Reuters impact factor. Even though universities, this academic and administrative audit process, there also they have kept this Thomson-Reuters impact factor. But from last 3 to 4 years, this Clarivate's Web of Science is determining the impact factor for that particular journal. See, it means that the journal should have been started from last 3 years, and regularly it is publishing the research articles through online mode. See, through online mode, and that journal is indexed somewhere, as well as the articles from that journals were cited by the authors. Not only referred, cited. Citation and refer is a different one. Refer means just they have seen. Cited means they have quoted in their respective research article. See, the impact factor of an academic journal is a scientometric index that reflects the yearly average number of citations that articles published in the last 2 years in a given journal received as indexed by Clarivate's Web of Science. See, the second aspect is very much important. It is frequently used as a proxy for the relative importance of a journal within its field. Proxy for the relative importance of a journal within its field. Journals with higher impact factors are often deemed to be more important than those with lower ones. Means the journals from mathematics cannot be compared with the journals of history or social sciences, because the fields are totally different. Particularly subjects are different. Again, you can compare the impact factor of the two journals which publishes similar type of research work. Okay, similar type of research work. See, that's why it is a frequently used as a proxy for the relative importance of a journal within its field. Journals with high impact factors are often deemed to be more important. Now, how it is determined? If you want to determine the impact factor for the year, listen carefully. If you want to determine the impact factor for the year 2024, it will be determined in the month of May or June in the year of 2025. Because the complete issue should be published, the complete citation should be came, and it will be determined in the month of every year, May or June, for the last year, the impact factor for the last year. Now, even though we are in 2025, 2026, but we are using the impact factor for the year 2025, and it is calculated in the year of 2025. See, 2025. Now, here, one equation I have given. The impact factor for the year 2013, see the denominator and numerator. Number of sites in 2013, two articles published in year 2011 to 2012, means last 2 years. That years, these 2 years, and citations in the year of 2013. See, citations in the year of 2013 divided by number of articles published in 2011 to 2012. Suppose the number of citations are 500 and the number of articles for these 2 years is 100. Means 500 divided by 100 is equal to 5. That 5 will be the impact factor. And if your journal is not online, if your journal is not indexed somewhere, then that journal don't have any kind of impact factor. Do you got it, friends? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yeah. But participants, friends, they are, I think so, they are not alert. I think they know. Now, I will ask you. Okay, I will ask you to one question. From your subject, let me know. You can write in the chat box. The journal which is having a high impact factor. Means high impact factor journals of your subject. Can you write in the chat box? High impact factor journals of your subject. Can you write in the chat box? You should be alert. Yeah, someone has started writing. Chemical science, science of total environment. Okay. Science of total environment. Chemical science. Okay, building and environment. Okay, you are the only person is active. Artificial intelligence. Okay. Artificial intelligence. See, as you have entered in the field of research, and you should know many journals with high impact factor. Okay. Without wasting time, I will discuss, and I have data for last 7 to 8 years. Okay, last 7 to 8 years. And first of all, I will show you the journals having a high impact factor for the year 2017. 2017. The high impact factor journal is a cancer journal for clinicians. It was 244. Okay, 244. Many times I have listened and listening from various peoples. They are saying that our journals don't have a high impact factors, but definitely I will show them. Okay, not only for science, but also social science journals are having a good impact factor, and that impact factor is determined by Clarivate's Web of Science. Okay, see, Cancer Journal for Clinicians, impact factor 244, New England Journal of Medicine 79, Lancet 53, Life Sciences Journal, Lancet, and Chemical Reviews 52, Nature Review Materials 51. Like this way, approximately 30 journals, they are having an impact factor more than 24 up to 244. Okay, only 35 journals are there for the year 2017. Then see here, Cancer Journal for Clinicians impact factor was 244. However, for the year 2019, the impact factor of the same journal has been increased 292. Second journal, New England Journal of Medicine 74. Now Nature Reviews Material 71. Means Lancet came down from 3rd spot to 5th spot. And see, Chemical Reviews again came down in terms of high to low, and see approximately 30 journals are having an impact factor more than 32 to 292. Okay, this is the data for the year 2019. Then see, for the year 2020 Corona period, we can say it was determined in the month of May or June 2021, but the citations for the year 2020 and see, but the work carried out in the year of 2018 and 19, citations received for the articles in the year of 2020. Okay, see the journal, Cancer Journal for Clinicians, impact factor was 508. Suddenly it has been increased twofold, approximately double. And the rest of the journals are having 94, 91, 84, 79, 90. Approximately 40-45 journals are having more than impact factor is 22 to 508 for the year 2020. Okay, see, from science people used to say that Nature, Cell Science journals, they are having high impact factor. But see over here, Nature impact factor 49, Science 47, Cell 41, and the rest of the journals, they are having high impact factor as compared to these three journals. Then for the year 2021, again, see, for the year 2020, this Cancer Journal for Clinicians, impact factor was 508. It has been suddenly dropped, 286, means 50% drop. However, Lancet Journal, see over here, Lancet 79, and here the impact factor was 202, means 3 times more approximately, and approximately 7 journals are having impact factor more than 100. More than 100 for the year 2021. And see the beauty of this impact factor. Now 2022, again see the impact factor for Cancer Journal for Clinicians, 254, Lancet 168, and the rest of the journals, see 8 journals are having impact factor more than 100, and this is the data for the year 2022. Okay, rest of the data I don't have right now, but you can find out for the year 2023, 24. Okay, means for last 2 years you can find out impact factor for the journals. Okay, now we have seen the impact factor for these journals. High impact factor journals, we have seen the definition of impact factor and how it is determined. Now you should know about the scientific journals for your subjects. For your subjects, okay, having a good impact factor. Having a good impact factor. See, now we will have a subject-wise journals list. This is the list of top peer-reviewed journals for social sciences in general. Top peer-reviewed journals for social sciences. See, you can take Annual Review of Sociology, Journal of Human Evolution, Educational Researcher, Then American Political Science Review, Progress in Human Geography, Journal of Economic Geography. These are the journals which are having a high impact factor, minimum 5 impact factor. Okay, and these journals are related to social sciences. Now, that general social sciences, here sociology and political science is combined list of the combined journals having impact factor, a good impact factor. See, American Sociological Review, Annual Reviews of Sociology, American Journal of Sociology, Comparative Political Studies, International Security, International Organization, American Journal of Political Science. These are the journals which are having a good impact factor. Now, for sociology separate, again see the list of the journals, and many more are there, many more journals which are having a good impact factor. Good impact factor given by the Clarivate's Web of Science. Okay, then for economics also, see, this is the list: Journal of Economic Literature, the Journal of Finance, okay, the Journal of Urban Economics, World Development, Geography. See, this is the list of the journals. See, Journal of Travel Research, Antipode, Journal of Rural Studies, Geographical Reviews, Nature Sustainability, Planning Theory, and etc. Such kind of journals for geography. Then, this is the law. If somebody from law subject, they can have this list of the journals. Now, education. Okay, see, many times I have heard that from the social science people, sir, we don't have the journal which are having good impact factor. But this is the list of the journals having a good impact factor. Just you can put the name of any journal and with its impact factor, definitely you will see 5 or more than 5 or approximately 5 impact factor for education. Then languages and linguistics. See, don't say that our subjects don't have the journals which are having an impact factor. Don't say that. If you are working on a worldwide acceptable area of research, and if you are publishing in such kind of journals, then definitely you will be get recognition, not only in the region but all over the world. Okay, language and linguistics, these are the journals. Then commerce and management. See, these are the journals having a good impact factor from the commerce and management science. Computer science, this IEEE publishes several journals from the computer science, okay, and having a good impact factor. Okay, then mathematics, no doubt, the impact factor for the mathematics journals is less as compared to chemistry or physics. But however, you may have the impact factor 5 up to 10. I have seen for some of the journals. For some of the journals, see, see, Acta Mathematica, Inventions Mathematica, see, the American Statistician, Canadian Journal of Mathematics, Journal of Functional Analysis, Israel Journal of Mathematics. See, these are the journals from the mathematics. Then physics. See, so many journals are there for physics having an excellent impact factor up to 100 or 150 also. See, materials today, nature materials. See, these are nature photonics, nature physics, physical review, Journal of Applied Physics, Physical Chemistry A, B, C, D. Okay, these are the journals for physics. Then chemistry also. See, Journal of American Chemical Society, Organic Letters, Journal of Organic Chemistry, Journal of Medicinal Chemistry, Journal of Material Chemistry, Physical Chemistry, RSC Analysis, Nano Letters, Chemcom, and many more journals having an excellent impact factor for those journals. Then botany also, plant physiology, new phytologist, phytochemistry, molecular plant, aquatic botany, and many more journals are having a good impact factor. Then zoology. See, these are the journals for zoology having a good impact factor. For biochemistry, for microbiology. See, for microbiology, the Lancet, again for life sciences, Journal of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy, Microbiology Spectrum, Critical Reviews in Microbiology, Annual Reviews of Microbiology, Nature Microbiology.
काय बोलू मग दादाबद्दल तर लय बरोबर बोलता ताईबद्दल तर बरोबर बोलता
Okay. Okay. These are the journals from microbiology. Then
नाही नाही हे झालं कुठे तुम्ही याच्यात
see biotechnology. Then environmental science. See global change, biology, chemosphere, Earth's future. Then environmental.
तुम्ही जसं कागद दिला मी वाचला का नाही
Arey yaar, someone is disturbing to us. I don't know who is there. This is roll number 2.
हा
Roll number 2. Why you are disturbing to others?
नाही 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 मला नाही मला
So,
काल पण
one
दोन
is
मिनिटं
other is there.
तुमचा आवाज निघाला त्यांनी माईकला गाणं लावलं नाही. अरे मला माहिती आहे का ते माईकचं गाणं तर काल पण सात आहे
I don't know. Otherwise, I can remove him.
मी कसं काय तुमची लोक दाखव तुम्ही मेजर आहे सर
Okay, let it be. These are the journals from environmental science.
तुम्ही जेवढं लिहून दिलं तेवढंच बोलायचं
Then
काम आहे.
pharmaceutical science. No.
बरोबर आहे का?
I have a small question to you. Now, again, exercise. You know about the journals for your subjects. Most of the subjects I have covered over here. But what are the quality publishers? Who publishes quality journals? Publishers are also important because of brand. Brand is important. Even though whatever things we are buying, that time we are thinking about the brand. Here in journals, we used to think about the publisher, who is the publisher for that particular journal. Publishers are very much important. Can you know about the quality publishers for your subjects? Can you write in the chat box? Can you write in the chat box? Yeah, somebody have written. Yeah, American Chemical Society, Springer, Wiley. Definitely you belongs to maybe chemistry or physics. Okay. Only one person has written. Other people's, I don't know, even though there are more than 30 peoples. Okay. See, you have to think about the quality publishers, worldwide acceptable publishers. That is very much important. Even though while buying any book for novel, or in Marathi we used to call it Kadambari, okay, we are asking who is the publisher for this particular novel. Like that way, the journals, who publishes that particular journal is also makes matter in research. See, just I'm providing you the list of the publishers, quality publishers over here. See, Royal Society of Chemistry, American Chemical Society, elsewhere, American Physical Society, Bentham Science, Wiley VCS, Taylor and Francis, Springer, Springer Nature, earlier Nature Publishing Group, now it has been merged. Then American Institute of Physics, ASBMB, American Society for Microbiology, American Mathematical Society, as well as C, AAAS, anyone use Chemistry Europe, ASCR, Berestin, IEEE only publishes the journals of computer science, Cambridge University Press, Microbiology Society, Emerald Publishing, Hindavi, Wiley Blackwell, Sage, Oxford, Frontiers, PNAS. These are the publishers. These are the publishers who publishes the journals which are having an impact factor. Which are having an impact factor. See, that's why publishers plays an important role. Now, we will have the journals. Roll number, what do you, this 67. Roll number 67. Please mute yourself. Okay, see, spatial review journals. As we are talking about how to write a review article, just we should know about the review journals which publishes only review articles, and see the names of those journals. In their title or name of the journal, the word review is there, review. And here I have used the abbreviation. You can have an annual review of analytical chemistry, annual review of immunology, REV, annual review of pharmacology. See, cancer treatment review, blood reviews. See, astronomics, astrophysics review. Okay, these are the journals which publishes only review articles, and in the name of that journal the word review is there. Not only this but also this one. See, international review of immunology, nature reviews cardiology, nature reviews cancer, nature reviews drug discovery. See, nature reviews neuroscience, nephrology, microbiology, environmental reviews, critical reviews of toxicology, critical reviews of solid state, plant science. These are the journals. Now, whatever the names of the journals, now the list is increased. Just addition of some 10 to 15 new journals are there, and in the title of those journals, the word review is there. And these journals publishes only review article. Only review article. Keep in mind, these journals publishes only review articles. However, there are some journals. There are some journals which also publishes review articles. Which also publishes review articles. See the journals like accounts, in the form of accounts. Accounts of chemical research. One of the journal having high impact factor more than 25. Okay. Accounts, reports, natural report reports. Some quality journal having impact factor more than 10. Updates, natural product updates, mini reviews. In the name of that journals, mini reviews word is there. As well as there are some journals. See, there are some journals which also publishes some review articles in each issue. Listen carefully. There are some journals which publishes 1 or 2 or 3 review articles in each issue. Okay, and prior to see which are those journals, what could be the accounts, reports, updates, mini reviews, and journals with some review articles. See, accounts means it presents short, concise, and critical articles offering easy to read overviews of basic and research and applications in all areas of chemistry. And see here, the author has given about maximum work. Whatever author is there, the author may have published approximately 85% work incorporated in that particular research article in the form of accounts. In the form of accounts. And definitely such kind of articles or such kind of journals, they used to invite the researchers whose contribution is too much. Whose contribution is too much. And accordingly, by invitation, the articles were published in such kind of journals in the form of accounts. Then reports. See, again, it is a similar type. It is a critical review journal. Critical review journals, it also compiles the primary literature, whatever literature available in the form of research articles compiled in the form of reports. And basically, the reports dedicated to natural products, isolation, purification, characterization, and all. This is the second type of review article. The third one, mini reviews. Mini reviews, that is the shortened version of the journal. And there are some journals having the name that is mini reviews in organic, in medicinal chemistry. Like that way. See, as I said that there are some journals which publishes 1 or 2 review articles in each issue. Why 1 or 2 articles in each issue? Because the review articles will be cited more as compared to the research article. The citations for review article will be more as compared to the research article because it is a compiled format of the articles. Okay, so many research articles is covered and analyzed in the form of review article. That's why citations for review articles will be more as compared to the research article. And overall, if citations are more, then definitely the impact factor of that journal will be more. That's why, see, there are some journals. That's why journals with some review articles The list just I have given to you. You can find out the journals from your subject as well. From your subjects which publishes 1 or 2 review articles. Do you understand? Hello? Hello? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, now we will have a types of research article. We will have a type of review article. Okay, similarly, there are basically 4 types. Okay, basically, just I am seeing one is a tutorial review, another one is a mini reviews, third one is a perspective, and fourth one is a regular review article. And there is a difference between all these. That's why my suggestion is to have instructions to authors first. Okay, tutorial review means there is a page limit, like a mini reviews, page limit. Perspectives, the author's contribution is a more. The author's contribution is a more. We will see in detail. And regular review article, there is no any page limit. There is no any page limit, as well as there is no any limit for references, figures, images as well for regular review article. Now we will have what do you mean by tutorial review? As I have told you that mini reviews and tutorial reviews having some page limit, but the weightage will be the same as like a regular review article. The type of review article is a tutorial, and these tutorial reviews are concise, accessible, and authoritative overviews of important contemporary topics in the chemistry. That's why it is called as a tutorial review. As we already seen mini reviews, that is a shortened form, and perspectives, articles which express a personal opinion. See, which expresses a personal opinion or a new perspective about existing research on a particular topic. And these do not require original research, because perspectives, as we have seen the review article, is not any kind of original. Okay, because review article is the secondary source of literature, and whatever published information is there, it is compiled in the form of review article with analysis, critical analysis. Okay, that's why these do not require original research and are therefore less time consuming than original research articles. However, the author needs to have an in-depth knowledge of the topic for writing a perspective. Then, since perspective articles do not involve original research, they are considered as a secondary literature. Yes, however, they are definitely an immense value addition to the existing plethora of scientific literature. Sometimes some of the journals, they are giving the type of review article, not a perspective, but also viewpoint, like a viewpoint. Okay, and that viewpoint is asked by the editor to the researcher or to the authors, those who are highly expert in the field. Viewpoint or perspectives. Okay, then now question may arises, what are the ways to publish a review article? What are the ways? How many ways are there to publish a review article? As to publish a research article, first of all, you have to do literature survey, then carry out the research in the laboratory or on the field. And after having the analysis or characterization, then we wish to write a manuscript and submission to the particular journal. That is the thing. But here, how one can publish a review article? What are the approaches are there? No doubt there are several approaches. One can have a publication of review article, but basically there are 2 ways. Basically there are 2 ways to publish a review article. Like, see, first one is a by invitation. By invitation, experienced researchers are invited by the editor of that particular journal, from the editor of that particular journal. Experienced researchers means renowned researchers from the field will be invited by the journal editor by invitation. Okay, the editor will send mail to the researcher, contribute your work in this field in the form of review article, means experienced researchers. How you will become an experienced, not by means of length of service. Okay, on which area you have contributed a lot. That is very much important thing. Length of service doesn't matter. That comes under the category of year of experience. Year of experience. Okay. But really you have contributed on this single subject and published many articles, then it will be called as an experienced researcher in that particular field. That's why experienced researchers are invited. This is the one thing. And as my dear colleagues, all are don't have that much experience, I can consider these. See, that's why the second criteria, unsolicited, that is by submission. Okay, researchers can develop an idea. See, researchers can develop an idea for a review and submit it to the journal editor. And we can use this second type of review article publication, that is a by submission. Researchers can develop an idea for a review and submit it to the journal editor. Now, but what could be the criteria? What could be the criteria if we are chosen by submission? What are the requirements? You should be expertise in the field. How I can become expertise? If I have worked on the one issue, not on many issues, then only I will be expertise. Okay, see, even though I am expertise, but what kind of topic I have chosen for the review preparation, that is also important thing. That is also important thing. If already someone have written the review article on that particular thrust area, then it is useless one. That's why selection of thrust area for review preparation is also important. No doubt, I have selected area of research, but I have not worked on that area of research, then it is useless. That's why your work on the selected area is also important. And not only work, if you are not published in the quality journals, if you are not published in the research articles, and just you are published in the form of thesis only. Okay, thesis or some other ways in the conference proceedings and all. Okay, that's why see publications of the selected area. And what type of publications? It should be published in the peer-reviewed indexed journals. See, that is also important. See. And we are fulfilling all these criteria. We are fulfilling all these criteria for the submission process. Then we have to write the proposal of our future review article. That is a preparation of proposal or outline of the proposal for future review articles. And after having a lot of discussion with the colleagues, senior colleagues, brainstorming sessions on the selected topic, what could be the proposal on this particular topic? And then we have to start writing the proposal. Then proposal for funding is a different one. Then proposal for getting permission for writing a review article is a different one. Keep in mind. Okay, two different proposals. Proposal for getting permission to write a review article is a different one. See, what is the proposal? Your way of asking for an invitation to submit a review article. Just if I am submitting the proposal means I should get the invitation for submission of review article. That's why direct submission, you go to the website and press submit like you should submit a research article. Okay, like that way you have to prepare and submit. By invitation, an editor contact you with an invitation to write an article. Or you can contact the editor to request an invitation. By both way. Or see, by submission of proposals. See, proposal. Because it means more easily understood. But sometimes you will see it is also called as a pre-submission inquiry. Okay, publisher jargon for asking the editor if your article is a good fit for the journal. That's why it is a pre-submission. If your proposal is suitable for that journal, that's why it is called as a pre-submission. Okay, pre-synopsis presentation, like that way. Okay, now why editor is asking such kind of proposals? Because if I have prepared some proposal and submitted to X journal, and if it is not suitable directly without or if I have prepared the review article and submitted directly and it has been rejected. See, for the author, it saves your work. Means you can protect your work, just you have to write the proposal. And for the editor, better understand the scope, whatever proposal you have submitted, whether it is under the scope of that particular journal. Okay, whether your submitted proposal or title is a fit for that journal or not. Means it starts collaborative process between the author and editor if we are submitting like that way. Means editor will know you about what kind of writing style, what is your credential, academic credentials, the whatever authors are there, what could be the academic credentials, or it may be say your submitted proposal may not be useful for that particular journals. Or it may not have or don't have room for it, and that's why you may not have any kind of collaboration between that journal and you people. That's why editor is asking such kind of proposals. Then what is the difference between cover letter and proposal? See, proposal is meant to introduce an idea. Proposal is meant to introduce an idea for a manuscript that hasn't been written yet. Means it has not been written yet. Just a proposal is of 3 to 4 pages only. Manuscript, it may be 100 to 100 pages. See, this is the main difference. A proposal is meant to introduce an idea for a manuscript that hasn't been written yet. However, a cover letter should accompany the submission of a drafted manuscript. Means cover letter, already we have prepared the manuscript, supporting information, graphical abstract, and each and everything. That's why in cover letter, introduce the authors and the topic, explain anything unusual or exceptional about the manuscript, and maybe suggest or oppose the reviewers. Now, opposition of reviewers is not there. Some of the journals, they are asking, suggest reviewers. This is the thing about the reviewer cover letter. However, there are some similarities between proposal and cover letter. What are those similarities? Both will convey excitement. Means proposal as well as cover letter will convey excitement as well as how it is timeless and novelty. Justify the fit with the journals in both either proposal or cover letter, and take time to learn the editor's name. Okay, through this submission of proposal or submission of your drafted manuscript in the form of cover letter, later on we will have the name of the editor, we will get it. Okay, this is the things. Why certain information is asked by the editor in the proposal? Because you need to have a working title of your future review article. Then names of the authors, contributors. Does the author team have the necessary expertise? Means names of the authors. If you have given my name, means definitely they will check whether this author is suitable or eligible to write the review article. Review article in the proposal, names of the authors are expected. Then point by point summary. Okay, means whether you know about the concept or the theme, whatever you have chosen. Okay, that point, what are the points you want to cover over there? Means as I said that the proposal is of 3 to 4 pages only. And in that proposal, you have to provide the list of 10 to 20 key recent references. That indicates that your intended breadth and balance of the proposal article. Means whether you are given from the same journal or from different journals of same author or different author. Okay, and if you are provided the references, just key references, it means that your selected topic may be suitable for that journal or not. Whether your selected topic is useful or not, that's why editor is asking such kind of things. See, if you have prepared the proposal for RSC journal and you want to submit that proposal for ACS journal, that is not suitable. See, if you have prepared the proposal for mini reviews, and the same proposal cannot be submitted for regular review article. See, that's why every type of review article may have a different kinds of proposals. That's why instructions to authors are very much important. Okay, then see how much important this information we are incorporating in the proposal, because definitely they are very much useful. How your topic is useful. Okay, what kind of references you have given over there. Whether those references are standard references or not, it can be checked through this particular proposal. As I said that if you are prepared, the proposal for RASC journal cannot be submitted for ACS. Means in your mind, you may have some another plan also. Another plan. That's why want to show the editor you are paying attention, following the directions. Here suggests that you will follow the directions for your article 2. Don't want to make it seems like the journal is your plan B. You have prepared the proposal for RAC and submitting for ACS. The pattern of proposals will be different one. That's why your impression will be negative impression over here. See, even though if editor says your proposal is no, it is not suitable, means whatever topic you have chosen is not up to the mark, or it don't have the scope to publish or to permit for further writing a review article, or why the editor is not considering your proposal because it may have already published a similar type of review article in some of the journals. Then only editor will say your proposal is not suitable. Now, writing a great proposals, there may be some definitely X factors are there. X factors are there, and if you don't have a big names, then your proposal should be clearly written, well formulated, with some with the significance of the proposal or questions, whatever questions you have raised over there, and it should be clear and the logical arguments you are given over there. And it is from your proposal, what kind of references you have proposed over there. It suggests that the broad interest of the researchers on your topic. Now, what things we have to do and what things we should not do while writing the proposals for review article. Just I'm taking quickly. Do include all the information that the journal asks for. That's why instructions to author is very much important. Okay. Do explain your own expertise and relevance of the proposal article for the journal. Do indicate the intended article format, means mini reviews, short review, that perspectives, like that way. Do customize your proposal for the journal. And don't assume that the editor is an expert in the topic of the review. Don't assume. Do inform the editor as soon as possible if you want an exception from the guidelines. Means if you have read some those guidelines and some of the guidelines you are not able to follow, then you can inform, but don't assume that the editor will necessarily be able to grant your request. And don't equate the editor saying no with the editor thinking your proposal was bad. Do seek advice from colleagues. This is very much important. Don't consider that yourself will be the brilliant person and I can do anything. Do seek advice from the colleagues, especially ones outside your immediate field, as well as do explain why the topic is exciting instead of stating that it is suitable for this particular journal. Now, in short, what could be the proposal? See, this is a huge topic, and just I'm explaining over here. What could be the proposal? What could be the outline? Just very first line, as the page limit is 4 pages only. First line dedicated to proposal title of the review article. Proposal title. Then whether your future review article is for general audience or specific audience. Give the brief introduction and significance of the topic. Means 1 or 2 paragraph only. Brief introduction and significance of the topic, because our proposal is of 4 pages only, 3 to 4 pages. And you have to provide captions, sub-captions, points and sub-points with citations, means references, and that references should be recent references. Then the most important thing, you have to provide a list of previous reviews of the subject if available. And if you are not given over there, the editor will check it, whether some review articles on your topic are not. Okay, don't misguide to the editor. List of previous reviews of the subject as well as a list of previous books or book chapters on the subjects. Okay, if no, then accordingly no, or you can, if you have some partially published some information, you can provide their partially published in so and so journal or so and so book. Okay, an estimate number of references. Estimate means in our future review article, 100 references may be incorporated in our future review articles, and an estimate number of pages, it may be 40 or 50, whatever it may be, not exactly the same. And if your proposal is accepted, then how much time you require to submit full review article, means tentative submittal date after 2 months, 3 months, a year, or more than that. Just you have to mention, and brief scientific contribution of author or authors. Scientific contribution, because we have only 4 pages. Okay, and accordingly we have to manage all these things. Now our proposal is ready. Our proposal is ready, read by all the co-authors, and it is ready for submission. Just we can submit this proposal through online mode, like whatever papers, research articles we are submitting. Okay, by providing all the information over there. And if your proposal is submitted, then it will be go through technical check, then it will go to journal editor, and if editor finds something is there, then it will be sent to the reviewer. Otherwise, if editor finds your submitted proposal is nothing, then it will be sent back to you. Your submitted proposal is not suitable for this journal and will not be forwarded further process. Then as editor finds something, then it will be sent to the reviewers. It may be 3 to 4 reviewers, and after receiving comments from the reviewers, the reviewer may be in the negative mode, means rejection mode, or sometimes the reviewers or referees, you can call it, may have some suggestions, because every researchers want some good science, good publications, and they can suggest, because you have submitted only 3 to 4 pages of the proposal, not a complete article. Okay, their suggestions are always welcome, and if they have suggested several things, then editor will write mail to you, as per the suggestions your proposal is permitted to write further review article to the journal, and accordingly you have to do these things. If positive, what could be the next? Okay, I think we have to take a break of 10 minutes. Hello, participants.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
have to take break, and we will
Yes, sir.
gather once again at 1 p.m. Sharply 1 p.m. 10 minutes break. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So far, we have seen how to prepare the proposal and a submission of proposal. If it is accepted and permitted for further writing a review article, what could be the next steps? As I used to consider that there are three keys to success in academic as well as a research career. If your proposal is accepted and permitted, means there is no guarantee of getting acceptance of your future review articles. 80% articles, even though proposals were accepted and permitted, 80% submitted full review articles were rejected. Keep in mind, while preparation of review articles, you have to take care a lot. Your article, your proposal is accepted means there is no any guarantee of acceptance of your review article. But definitely, as publishing a review article, everyone is a dream, everyone's dream, and getting one review article in quality journal. And to get succeed, you should have an excellent dream, and accordingly, you have to have a vision, and some kind of encouragement is required from your institute, from your supervisor, director, principal, and colleagues as well. Means aspiration, inspiration, and motivation is required in success of academic as well as a research career. Before starting a review article, writing a review article, you have to read the review articles published by the great stalwarts of your subject from the quality journals. Read at least 30 to 40 review articles in details and try to understand how they have written, how they have structured that review article, what kind of language they have used while writing the review article. Okay. See, many times I used to ask the question to the research scholars, how many theses you have referred? They are saying that, sir, we have referred 4 to 5 theses. From where? From our research group only. That is a totally wrong answer. You have to go beyond that, because you have to compete with all over the world, and you have to refer the thesis from all over the world. That's why you have to read the review articles written by the experts, renowned researchers from your subject. First, at least 30 to 40 review articles. Okay, then after reading review articles, as you have submitted your proposal, means while submission of proposal, you may not have done literature survey. Okay, proper literature survey. See here, this topic is a separate topic of 3 hours, but I will complete within 5 to 6 minutes only, not more than that. Literature survey is to need to first develop a rich understanding of the literature. Okay, rich understanding of the literature related to your topic. Then how you have performed that literature survey, that is also important thing. And what could be the sources of literature? As you might be known about the primary, secondary, and tertiary sources of literature. In the primary, original research articles, dissertations, patents, these comes under the primary sources of literature, and we need a primary source of literature because we used to write a review article. Secondary sources, maybe reference books, review articles, etc. all comes in under secondary sources, and tertiary textbooks may be there. Textbooks comes under the tertiary source of the literature. Even though this encyclopedia or Wikipedia, they are the secondary sources of the literature, not the primary sources of the literature. Okay, that's why see the literature, how you will perform the literature, comprehensive literature survey on the topic. See, by using different database as well as a search engine on the selected topic. What are those different databases? That is a Scopus, SciFinder, Reaxis, Web of Science, every publisher, journals as well. Okay, see, these databases are very much important while finding the literature. Okay, see, as I said that you have to see the literature first through Scopus, Web of Science, Sci-Funder, re-axis, then every publisher, there is an advanced search. Okay, you have to know how to do literature survey. Okay, different answers I have received so far. I will not explain in detail. Okay, then you have to go to each publisher, that is RSC. You can have a keywords, put keywords over there and find out the literature. Okay, single database may not be sufficient for finding 100% literature. Okay, single database. That's why many databases, many search engines you have to refer for finding the literature, 100% literature. That's why you have to go for each publisher, the journals as well as the books, reference books, you can find out the literature. Okay. As I said that this SciFinder is one of the best database to find out the literature. Okay, and the chemistry people knows not only chemistry but also science people as well as social science people knows about how to handle the SciFinder if they knows about this one. Okay, I will not go in details because it may take a lot of time to find out the literature through SciFinder over here to discuss how to find the literature through SciFinder. But if you have proper keywords, through keywords you can find out the literature in SciFinder. If you have proper names of the authors, accordingly you can find out the literature over here through SciFinder. See, okay. Similarly for Scopus also you can put keywords or names of the authors. Accordingly you can find out the literature. See, the keyword like a solar energy, just in Scopus, most of the universities they may have access of Scopus because that access received from the implement. Okay, a SciFinder access may not be available everyone, but national institutions they have a access. Then this Scopus, most of the universities from the India they may have access of Scopus, but people don't know how to handle that database. Okay, we have the facility, but we don't know how to utilize that facility. That is very much important. See, keywords. By keywords or by means of author's name, by means of affiliation, we can find out the literature. See, solar energy. You can put the word and you can find out, and you may have this much number of literature you will have. This much number. The documents are more than 1 lakh documents on this solar energy. You can filter by means of authors, by means of year. Okay, you can filter the literature, and whatever you read, you need. Accordingly, you can store it in your computer, desktop or laptop or anything, or you can take the printout of respective literature. Okay, through this Scopus, and see, similarly for Web of Science also. Okay, see, this Web of Science, no doubt, it requires some kind of subscription. Both Scopus, Web of Science, SciFinder, re-axis needs subscription. To get such kind of database or search engines require subscription. But nowadays, the subscription, it doesn't require that much amount. Institutions may have some kind of concession for this such kind of database also. Similarly, for Web of Science, just you can put keywords or names of the authors or affiliations. Accordingly, you can find out the literature. Similarly, re-axis like a SciFinder. Okay, I will not go in details about how to find out the literature through SciFinder, but this is one of the best database or search engine to find out the literature, not only from science, particularly chemistry, but also complete science, entire science, social sciences, humanities, commerce, and management. Also, we can find out the literature through this re-axis. As I said that once you handle all these database, then you can go through every publisher like American Chemical Society. Okay, there is some advanced research. You can put the keywords over here in American Chemical Society or in RSC or in Nature Springer Publishing Group. Then you can have Bentham, you can have others also. Okay, MDP and all. See, you can put the keywords and accordingly you will get the literature by means of keywords, by means of author names, by means of affiliations. You will have those publications and just you can have. But now you have stored the literature related to your topic in the computer or desktop, or you may have taken the printout of those literature. Then first of all, you have to segregate the literature, means separation of the literature. Separation of the literature by means of caption wise, sub-caption wise. And unwanted literature, you can throw it and read those complete papers. What could be the point we have to take in our review article? This is a very much important thing. Separation followed by caption wise separation, sub-caption wise separation of the literature. Okay, then we have done the separation. Further point is very much important. Before starting writing a manuscript, what kind of care one has to take it? Okay, what kind of care? Okay, one has to take. And the most important thing is that plagiarism. Okay, this is the separate topic of discussion for more than 1.5 hours. Separate lecture will be there on plagiarism and how to avoid this plagiarism. But just I will take within 2 minutes. What do you mean by plagiarism? What are the types of plagiarism, and how one can avoid this particular plagiarism within 2 minutes only. Plagiarism is nothing but it is a representation of another author's language or thoughts, ideas, or expressions as one's own original work. Okay, means somebody have already published that information, just we are taking as it is and saying that this is my original work. See, that is the plagiarism. Okay, plagiarism is essentially the imitation of someone else's work without giving them their due credit. That is nothing but plagiarism. See, there are several examples of plagiarism. Copying someone else's work without citing them properly. Paying an external writer is a plagiarism. Stealing ideas and verbal conversation is a plagiarism. Copying data from website, library books, and other sources verbatim as it is, toto, coming under the plagiarism. Using someone else's images, music, videos, and even style of writing in your own work without their explicit permission is a punishable plagiarism example. Okay, then what are the types of plagiarism? Direct plagiarism means copying someone else's work verbatim, means word by word, just copy and paste the definition, whatever definition or some sentence is there without giving credit. That is a direct plagiarism. Second, self-plagiarism. If you already published some work and you have taken that work without citing, see, copying or producing an assignment influenced by your own previous work, that is called as self-plagiarism. Patchwork plagiarism, quoting someone else's work without quotation mark. Okay, or changing the language while keeping the structure same. And accidental plagiarism, unintentional forgetting to cite the original work, misquotation. That is a accidental plagiarism. Okay, then question may arises, is plagiarism is a crime in India? Yes. Yes, it is a crime in India. And we have several examples from the various academic as well as research institutions. They have lost their career, not only career but also services. Okay, that's why it is a crime in India. Okay, then a question may arise: how to determine find out the plagiarism or similarity index? As while submission of our thesis, we have to take that plagiarism or similarity index certificate from the library, respective library or knowledge resource center. Okay, KRC. Okay, see, and in earlier days, it was checked through standard plagiarism software, that is Urkund or Turnitin. Okay, now Urkund is not there. That is a drill bit. Nowadays, universities are using. Our university, I don't know about other university. But see, the standard plagiarism detection software is Authenticate as well as the Turnitin. These two are highly standard. And just I am giving the names of those plagiarism detection softwares like Plagiarism Checker, Grammarly, Copyscape, Ginger, PlagScan, Plagiarism, Duplicate Checker. See, you can use these are some of these are free softwares, but some of requires some subscription to find out the similarity index, whatever you have written, a page or 2 pages or many pages over there. Okay, these are the detection tools. Then you have to take care of grammar as well as the language, because we are writing a review article, means each and everything is known in the literature. We have to cite the literature and you have to write in the past tense because we have not done anything. It was already published somewhere. Okay, then write with the confidence because you are the writing a literature review means you are becoming an ambassador of the subject. Ambassador for the subject, an author moving the story. You no longer summarize the literature, but instead provide reasoning like an expert in the subject, and this is a crucial thing. You got an opportunity to become ambassador of that subject. That's why you should be right with the confidence, and you should be well connected with other co-authors as well. Okay. Now keep language simple because audience may not be highly expert in the field. While doing the references, you have to use softwares, and you have to take the images, whatever images you are taking from the primary source of the literature, that is the highest quality of the literature. Now, lastly, take the opportunity of writing a literature review seriously. In science, in research, you have to be serious. That's why take the opportunity of writing a literature review seriously, because this is not just an opportunity for you to get an article published, but also to get started with your research. Okay, developing a good understanding of the field you will be working on beforehand expedite your progress immensely. Okay, now we have taken care of this one. Then how to prepare the manuscript. Okay, we have fixed the topic. Okay, we have fixed the topic. We have taken care of all these. We have done literature survey, and we have taken the care of plagiarism, similarity index, language, grammar, etc. All. Now we have to prepare the manuscript. First of all, we have to write the title. Title of the manuscript. What it indicates that title helps reader to decide whether they should read the text or not. That's why title should be concise and accurately reflect the content of the manuscript, because the title is the key point of entry for readers as well as abstracting in services, and this should be informative, and you have to follow instructions to authors, what kind of letters we have to use for the words. That's why instructions to authors is very much important, and avoid chemical name, formula or abbreviations in the title of the manuscript. This is a general suggestion to all of you. Then you have to write authors, names of the authors. Then you have to maintain order of the authors, those who are contributing at the first. Then you can put their names. Okay, this is a very much important aspect in the manuscript writing, as well as followed by affiliations or address. Address of each and every authors. One author may have two address also, two affiliations also. Accordingly, you have to mention over there. And you can, if you want to dedicate your manuscript to someone, accordingly you can write dedication line also. Okay, then start writing about the abstract. See, sometimes abstract and summary or conclusion. I have seen in many papers both are same, but it should be different. It should be different because abstract is the main objective of our review article, and it projects the motivation of the work, and it reflects the content of the paper, and the text should contain several keywords. Several keywords should be there in the abstract. Graphical abstract is different than abstract. Keep in mind. And it must not contain graphics. Compound numbers, usually they are not in earlier days. The abstract may not have compound numbers also. Probably names of the compounds. Or references as the abstract will be searchable independently from the rest of the manuscript. And you should not use any kind of abbreviations in the abstract. Okay, and it depends upon the length of the abstract. Minimum 150 words to 250 words, it depends. And it is a single paragraph only. Okay, the abstract should be clear, concise, and single paragraph synopsis. And it should indicate the subject and scope of the review, listing the major topics covered. These are the very much important things. Then, once you have written abstract, then table of contents. Okay, index. Okay, whatever numbers you have given in the table of contents, it should be reflected in the manuscript. Okay, it should be reflected in the manuscript. Otherwise, if you are written in table of contents 1.2.1 and it is not available in the remaining text. Okay, that's why you have to take care about the preparation of table of contents as well. Then coming towards the main aspects of writing a review article, just I'm going fast because we have a very less time. Actually, this topic is of minimum 6 hours, and just I'm finishing within 3 hours. Okay, then we have to write introduction, as this is the review article, and each and everything is known in the literature, because already published information just we are taking over here. In introduction part, it should be concise definition of a topic under consideration, as well as the scope of the related literature being investigated. And the introduction should also note intentional exclusions. The another purpose of introduction is to state the general findings of the review and comment on the availability of sources in the subject area. See, this introduction should be effective. It should be effective. Okay, and have some background, because why you have chosen this particular topic, why you have chosen, and this introduction should be motivation of the review article, and you should have give the significance of selection of this particular topic and the utilization of this particular topic. See, in introduction may have some different paragraphs as well. Similar findings you can have write in the single paragraph. Don't make single findings single paragraph, and it reflects that how you organize your remaining text. Okay, it reflects how you want to organize your remaining text of the manuscript. And this introduction part, which is of 5 to 10% of the core text, means if your manuscript is 100 pages, which contains introduction, body, and conclusion, not references, abstract, and table of contents and all, that dedication, acknowledgement section. Okay, only introduction, body, and conclusion. If it is 100 page, then you can write introduction 5 to 10 pages, not more than that. Because in the remaining body, you can write maximum findings, whatever you have collected from the literature. Okay, this is about the introduction. Then we can go for main text or body of the manuscript. See, while writing main body or main text of the manuscript, there are many ways to organize the evaluation of the sources. You can maintain chronological order, or it depends upon the topics, points, subpoints. And each work should be critically summarized. Just you should not take abstract from the articles and just paste it over there, but you have to critically summarize, analyze, and give the significance of that particular work over here. Okay, see, it is very important to address inconsistencies, omissions, and errors, as it is identify accuracy, depth, and relevance of the points whatever you want to cover over here, and use logical connections and transition to connect sources. Logical connections means see, that's why the important thing is that you have to do proper literature survey, segregation of the literature, as well as compilation of the literature by point wise, and there should be some kind of connections. There should be some kind of connections you have to have in the main body of the manuscript. Then, while writing this particular main body, we used to use tables. Different tables are there, and these table numbers should be consecutively with Arabic numerals, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and whatever table number we have given, then we have to give captions above the table number 1, some caption, and then table, and it should be cited in the text. The table number 1 should be cited in the text, like that way. Similarly, for figures also, figures should be numbered consecutively with Arabic numerals, but figures, the caption for figures after figure, okay, below the figure, okay, not above the figure, below the figure, captions should be given over there, and it should be appeared in the manuscript, whatever figure number 1. Then equations, straight away you can write the equations, whatever equations are there, and it should be numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sometimes some kind of names, nomenclature should contain to current American usage, and chemical abstract services are providing the names of the compounds followed by, or the IUPAC or IUBMB for biological systems. You have to follow the rules and regulations to provide the name of that compound or species. Okay, then In short, the main text or main body is nothing but you have to include captions, sub-captions, or headings, subheadings, which reflects how you have organized the manuscript. Okay, how you have organized. And while writing points or sub-points, in one paragraph, similar type of findings you can merge it. Similar type of findings you can merge it. If different findings are there, then separate paragraphs you can make. And while writing these paragraphs or sentence, there should be some linkages. And the tense, you have to use proper tense because this is not new thing. Existing things are there. We are writing in the form of review articles. That's why past tense one can use, or present past tense one can use for writing these things. And whatever things we are quoting over here, giving over here, because everything is unknown. That's why you have to give references or citations. And this main body, approximately 70 to 90% of the core text, means about 80 pages you can use for this main text or main body. Then question may arise where we have to put our contribution. You can put your contribution as per points, sub points given over there. Okay, accordingly you can write. Then after main body, then conclusion part, summary, future perspectives. The conclusion summarizes the key findings of the review. Okay, and this section is the reviewer's opportunities, because reviewer first will read abstract and conclusion part. From abstract and conclusion, the reviewer can find out whether this particular article is suitable for that journal or not. That's why this section is the reviewer's opportunity to justify a research proposal. Therefore, the idea should be clearly restated and supported according to the findings of the review. Answer the research questions set in the introduction part and identify unresolved questions. That's why future perspectives, what kind of scope is there for further doing research on this selected topic. And it should be 5 to 10% of the core text. Means you can have 4 to 5 pages of the conclusion or summary or less than that also. And you can put one figure, images, you can conclude over there by putting the image also. Then later on, acknowledgement section, you can write over here, don't acknowledge to the co-authors. Don't acknowledge to the co-authors because they are the authors already. Most academic papers have many people who have helped in some way in the preparation of the written version of this research itself. This could be someone from a sponsoring institution, funding body, other researchers, you can acknowledge them. And these people need to be mentioned in the acknowledgement section of the paper. Okay, then whom to acknowledge, whom not to acknowledge. See, other co-authors, you should not acknowledge them. Reviewers should not be acknowledged, but those who have indirectly supported you, you can acknowledge them over there. Then, as while writing the review article, wish to use several abbreviations. You have to write abbreviations to the left side and full form of that particular abbreviations. You have to list those abbreviations after your acknowledgement section over there, because if you are not mentioned full form of those abbreviations, it may cause a lot of confusion and make communication unclear if they are not used with caution. Okay, then after abbreviations, we have to write the references as per the journal format. See, keep in mind, as per the journal format, if you have prepared your references as per RSA and you want to submit it to the Bentham, then it will not be acceptable. That's why you have to prepare the references as per the journal style by using some journal management system. Also, some softwares are there, as like this Mendeley software or Zotero or EndNote software you can use for maintaining the references as well. Okay, once references, then you have to provide the biography of the authors or authors, brief resume along with recent photographs or photograph. It depends how many authors are there. Then you have to give table of content graphic, means graphical abstract. Okay, in the form of picture, pictorial or figure or images you can view over there. All the journals are required to have this kind of graphical abstract over there. Now, see, we have prepared the manuscript very well. We have prepared, discussed with all the co-authors, supervisor, friends, everything we have discussed with them, and also found several mistakes in the grammar, text, scientifically, and we have made all those corrections over there. Okay, all those corrections many times, and now finally we are ready for submission of that review article. Okay, just you have to prepare the cover letter, and our manuscript is ready over there. Then now, as I said that we are ready, but before submission of your review article, you should have some checklist. First of all, you have to check the journal's aim and scope. Really, you are prepared as per the journal's aim and scope. Have you defined the scope of your article? Did you use multiple search engines to find the sources to evaluate? Otherwise, if your article goes to the reviewer, then they will find out the literature, and if they found a lot of literature is remaining, then your manuscript will be rejected. That's why whether you have used multiple search engines to find out the literature. Have you written a descriptive title and abstract using keywords? Did you start with an overview of the topic? Have you presented a critical discussion or not? Okay. Have you presented a critical discussion? Have you included future suggestions for research in your conclusion? And all these things we have gone through, as well as grammatically our prepared manuscript is correct or not. Now we have a different kinds of softwares also. We can check grammarly also. Now see, our manuscript is ready for online submission. Okay, we can submit like a research article submission, and first of all, it will go to for technical check. Once technical check is passed, then it will go to the editor. Editor will see whether your submitted full review article is suitable for further process or not. If not, then he will send mail to you. Your submitted manuscript is not suitable for this journal, or your submitted manuscript is not beyond the scope of our journal. Like that way, the manuscript will be rejected. This is the one thing. Second thing, editor can send your manuscript to the reviewers. Again, reviewers can reject on the basis of a lot of things are there. Okay, they can then editor will send mail to you. Your submitted manuscript is not suitable for this journal, as a lot of queries raised by the reviewers, and editor can provide you the reviewers comments also. Then whatever efforts we have spent for preparing the manuscript will go in vain. No, it will not go in vain. It depends upon you. If rejection, what next? See, again, you have an opportunity. Either you can modify your article as per the reviewer's comment, one thing, and try to submit for the same journal, or try to submit for other journals. Okay, but take the cognizance of the reviewer's comment while submission of your manuscript for another journal or to the same journal. Okay, whatever queries, questions raised by the reviewers as well as the editors, try to solve all those and try to submit for either to same journal or to other journal, or you should not, you don't want to submit further. Okay, like this way. Okay, then our manuscript is ready for submission, and we have submitted through online mode. And editor will go through that one, and it will be sent to the reviewer. 3 to 4 reviewers, 5 reviewers. It depends upon the quality of the journals. Okay, if positive comments with the major or minor revisions, such kind of mail will be received by the corresponding author, like this one. Editor comments or suggestions. See, the name of the journal, manuscript ID, then everything is there. Dear Dr. BB, thank you for submitting your manuscript for publication. It has been examined by 3 expert reviewers, and 2 of them have concluded that the work is of potential interest to the readership of so and so. However, they have raised very major issues that need proper attention. Please see the enclosed comment of the reviewers for details regarding the requested changes. I shall be happy to consider a suitably revised manuscript that properly address the concerns of the reviewers we ask that you submit your revision as soon as is convenient, but certainly within 1 year. Standard journal, it will give you 1 year time to submit your revised manuscript. See, submission of revised manuscript is again, there is no guarantee of acceptance. Then, but if your manuscript is suitable, then meantime, editor will ask you, because you have used some images, figures over there, editor will ask you to have copyright permissions from the respective publishers, and it is for editor only. Okay, it is for editor because we have used figures, images from other journals. That's why we need to have the permission from the publisher. Accordingly, you have to take the permissions. See the comments, what kind of comments are there. See, reviewer 1, recommendation published after minor revision. Such kind of comments are there. See, these are the comments, page-wise comments are there. Okay, just example, just I am giving you. Reviewer 2, recommendation published after major revision, review attached. Lot of questions were there. And third reviewer, do not publish. But editor has taken the decision to give the chance to the author to submit the revised manuscript for the publication in the journal. Okay, then in short, what is there? They have asked some additional literature. Okay, additional literature, and you should incorporate as per points, subpoints. Means there should be lot of changes in the references, changes in the tables, changes in the figure, changes in the schemes, etc. See, means you have to change all those things, and accordingly, you should be ready for submission of revised manuscript. Okay, now see, as I mentioned that we have used some images, figures. Then we have to take permissions from the publisher, like this one, copyright permissions from the publisher, and they will give you permissions. But you have to do online registration, and you have to ask the detailed information from the publishers. Okay, this is another thing. Now, we have to write response to decision letter, one thing. Second thing, we have to prepare cover letter. Third thing, we have to prepare revised manuscript. And fourth thing, we need to have add that copyright permissions for all the figures or images, whatever we have used. That could be the separate file, and that is for editor only. You have to write the response to decision letter. Means you have to give answer or response to the queries raised by the reviewers, comment 1, comment 2, comment 3, like that way. And as I said that if some new addition of the literature means there will be changes in the compound numbers. Accordingly, you have to write in the response to decision letter. Earlier compound number was this one. Now it has been changed. Like for figures, for scheme numbers, as well as for tables also. And now our manuscript is ready for online submission. Revised manuscript means we have prepared cover letter, revised manuscript, response to decision letter, copyright permissions, and after submission of revised manuscript through online mode, it will go to technical check, then editor, and then it will go to the reviewer. Now, after a few days, the corresponding author will receive the mail like, thank you for submitting your manuscript for publication. It has been examined by 2 expert reviewers who have concluded that the work is of potential interest of the readership of so and so. However, they raised a minor issues. Means the editor has not given the green signal acceptance letter over here. And again, they have given 1 year for the submission of revised manuscript. Okay. And these are the comments of the reviewers. Reviewer 2, recommendation published after minor revision. Some comments are there. Okay, like this way. And now our revised manuscript along with response to decision letter is ready for submission of revised manuscript, technical check, editor reviews. Then after submission, it will go to the reviewers, and again, after receiving the comments from the reviewers to the editor, editor will write mail to us. Thank you for submitting your manuscript for publication. Okay, your manuscript has been flagged for plagiarism. The overall similarity index percentage is 30%. Means we are not used authenticate or Turnitin type of plagiarism software to find out the similarity index. That's why you have to have such kind of plagiarism detection tools. Okay, therefore you need to refresh most of your manuscript. Okay, like that way. And now the corresponding author can write mail to the editorial comments and modifications will be there. And now it will be ready for submission of revised manuscript. Again, it will go to the editor, and then finally editor will send mail to us. We are pleased to inform you that your manuscript has been accepted. See, means after submission of 3 revisions and face the same reviewers or sometimes different reviewers, we are pleased to inform you that your manuscript has been accepted for publication and sent to the production department. Okay, and later on you will receive the galley proof of your manuscript. Okay. Now, just corresponding author's reply will be there. Thank you very much, like that way. And on a day, the corresponding author will receive a mail from the production department of that particular publisher regarding the galley proof. They are provided that link to find out the galley proof. Galley proof is nothing but the final version of our manuscript to find out if any technical type of mistake is there. Publishers might handle this step differently, but the galley proof stage remains as the final review for the authors before publication. And most journal provides electronic galley proof to the corresponding author. And this is the responsibility of corresponding author to find out the galley proof also. See here, it is the responsibility of the corresponding author to ensure that all authors listed on the manuscript agree with the changes made on the proofs. And see, the most important thing, galley proofs should be written within 48 hours in order to ensure timely publication of the manuscript. Okay, some of the journals, they are giving 24 hours, 48 hours, and 72 hours. Within that stipulated time, you have to submit the proofs, online proofs over there. Okay, what are the tips for handling galley proofs? Make only critical changes, means author names and data corrections. Critical. Update if you have used some in-press publication, then update that one. And proofread for language and grammar errors. Sometimes has been how been that changes may happen, but avoid moving blocks of text or making extensive content related revision, means from one paragraph to another paragraph shifting, or some incorporation of new author over here. No, it is not allowed. Do not miss the deadline. That is very much important. And refrain from submitting without co-author's approval. Means on behalf of all the co-authors, corresponding author will submit the galley proof. Okay. See, then after submission of that galley proof, the corresponding author will receive the mail from the production department. Thank you for sending your corrections and choosing the so and so. This is the confirmation. Okay, confirmation mail. And later on, once your manuscript is online, you will receive again one mail. Your article so and so is now available on this website. Your article may now be cited using the DOI number. The DOI number, digital object identifier. I want to tell you, my dear friends, colleagues, the journals which are having DOI number for each article, you have to submit your research to those journals only. Okay, the DOI assigned to this article is so and so. Means if you copy this DOI number and paste on browser, you will directly reach to that particular article. To view your article, please click on the so and so website they have provided over here. Then on the day your article is published, that article will be considered as a publication date. The first date on which the document is published on the web is considered the publication date. And sometimes articles published ahead of print receive a unique DOI number. DOI number you will get after acceptance directly. And that is a very much important. That is a unique number like our PRN number or Aadhaar ID, like that way. Okay. C, which is used to cite the manuscript before and after the paper appearance in an issue. Then once it has been accepted and available online, then you can raise your hands like a victory. Yes, I have a one review article and published in so and so journal. Okay, and see later on also, once your article is online, and if you find some mistakes or there are some major mistake, then you can submit additional corrections to that one also. Minor corrections and additions will not be published. Okay, if you go through the table of contents for that journal, XYZ journal, at the last you will see additions and corrections. At the last, those who have handled such kind of table of contents through online or offline, they knows very well. Okay. See, my dear friends, whatever things I have shared with you, this is a huge topic, and this is the only lecture, not only in India but all over the world, how to write a review article, the complete package I have given, I have shared with you. This is based on the experience. Okay, you will not have any things available through Google and all. See, this is the real experience taken by by me, and I have shared with you. That's why it is the tips, not a guidelines. But see, many people got inspired after listening such kind of lecture, and I think this is the 27th time I have delivered the lectures on this particular topic, not only in a refresher orientation faculty development program, but also in international national conferences of different subjects, as well as for pre-PhD coursework of many universities of India for almost all subjects I have covered over here. And see, in the year of 2014, we got one publications in the journal, that is a chemical review, and after publishing this one, I have started delivering a lecture on tips for effective preparation of scientific review articles. This is the chemical reviews published in the year of 2014, and the impact factor for the year, it is wrong one. Now we are considering the impact factor for the year 2024, that is 52. Prior to that one, it was 62. Sometimes it may be 56, 55, but above 50 generally appears. And this is the only article so far out of Mumbai and Pune University. Out of Mumbai and Pune, not Mumbai University, but IITs and ISER and NCL and this one Pune University, they have a chemical use. But out of that institutions, this is the only review article so far. And see the very third line, our university name is there, and so far this is the only article from our university, and I'm expecting many more articles will be published by the researchers working in the different kinds of field in such kind of journals. With this, once again, I'm very much thankful to all of you, as well as the director and assistant director, officer, as well as Mahajan madam. Both of them have given me an opportunity to share my views regarding how to prepare best scientific review articles in front of you. If you have any suggestions, questions, you can ask me directly by unmuting, or you can write in the chat box also. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are.
Yes, sir.
If you have any questions, suggestions, appreciations, you can put in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can talk with me. If you are unable to talk in English, you can try to speak in other language, but I will convert it in English.
Sir, I just want to thank you. Your session was really amazing. But one more thing I want to add, because we are basically from commerce and management. So because of difference of stream, maybe science, it was a bit difficult to pick up. And other thing, you have given so much knowledge in such a short period. We would like to have you once again. And whatever information you gave, it would have been better if it would have been come in parts, and that the time we cover it, we absorb it, then we get something new. You gave us everything which we wanted, but it was too fast. That is what I want to say. You had not gone fast. It was just 3 hours you had. So basically, you tried your level best. But your session should be conducted at least, I think there should be 3-4 sessions for the same content.
Yes,
Because it
yes,
is
that's so true. That's so true, ma'am. That's so true, ma'am. It requires minimum 12 hours to go slowly and interact with all of you peoples. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right.
That's so true. Yeah, yeah. Continue, continue.
No, this is what I wanted, because this is something I was looking forward from so many days. I was trying to get whatever information you have given today. Wanted to get this, but unfortunately, it was not possible. But today, when I got it, also, I was not able to capture everything. Obviously, I cannot remember everything, and PPT will also not justify, because these things are in very much depth. So it will be very kind of you if you can just come up against once or twice, and not this time with science. I'm so sorry, you may be from the science background, that's the reason, but with some commerce and management things, so that it will be easier for us to pick up.
Yeah, that's why I have covered, even though your areas of research from commerce and management as well as the publications from commerce and management. I didn't left any subjects. I think so. I think so. Even though minor subjects also I have covered over there. Minor subjects. Okay,
Right.
am I right?
Right.
I don't know if any subjects left from my side, but I have tried my level best to give justice to all these
Yes,
subjects,
yes.
including areas of research
The
as well
thing
as
is, you
public.
are a
Yeah,
center of knowledge, to be honest. We don't get so much information with one person, because I'm into the same field from last 15 years. So it will be very, I'll be very happy to get connected with you and for the other guidance also.
yeah. Definitely, if you have any doubts, queries, you can contact me at any time. I don't have any problem to discuss with you. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Can we get your email ID or contact
I
number for?
think, yeah, you can take from office also. They will provide you, no issue. Okay. Yeah, my email ID is very simple, bapushingate@gmail.com. Or I think it is on my first slide, but I have to go back again. It's a simple one, bapushingate@gmail.com. Just you can put my name in the Google, you will get detailed information.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Is there any another views, concern, another person, other people's? You can share your views in Hindi or in Marathi also, if you belongs to Marathi, Hindi or some others. I don't know. जे कोणी मराठी मध्ये बोलू शकतात ते पण बोलू शकतात. Then I will switch over to English. Hello. Either you may have understand fully or you not have understand, because it's a huge topic. It's a huge topic. It's not possible within 3 hours to cover all those aspects. Only after submission of review article, it may take 3 to 4 hours. For galley proof, separate lecture is required, 1.5 hours. For plagiarism checking, it requires 1.5 hours. For literature survey, it requires 2 hours.
Yes. So the thing is, what happens when we are bombarded with so much information at one go? It's difficult for us to remember also. We may write.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yes.
That's true. But I am covering all aspects. That's why all aspects.
I'll be taking advantage of this session and asking you, are you going to have similar session somewhere else where we can join?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
We would love to join if you are having another session online somewhere else.
Right now, I don't have, but in future, it may be. But definitely. Or you
Okay,
can go through.
I'll send you a hi on your number. If something is happening, please let us know.
Yeah, okay, no issue.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, shall I leave the meeting? Hello?
Sir, I think there should be vote of thanks. Wait.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, sir. Can I start vote of thanks? Good afternoon, all. Respected Dr. Bapu Shingate, sir, and all the participant and organizing committee. I welcome Mitra from RGSPM ACS College, Pune. It is my honor to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of roll number 17 and organizing committee and all the participants. Extend my sincere gratitude to Dr. Babu Shingate, sir, for delivering insightful lecture during the online 16th FIP. Your in-depth knowledge, clarity of concept, and valuable guidance greatly enrich the program and prove highly beneficial to all. Sir, your lecture on research orientation, academic responsibilities, and professional ethics was extremely informative. The way you connected research methodology with personal academic development was truly inspiring. Your lecture on manuscript preparation, understanding impact factor, plagiarism issues, and ethical research paper publishing was extremely informative and practical. You clearly explain the step-by-step process of writing a quality research manuscript, selecting appropriate journals, and maintaining academic integrity, which will serve as a strong foundation for all the participants in their teaching and their research journey. It also helps all inducted faculty members to develop a strong research mindset and pursue academic excellence. I would also like to express my heartfelt thanks to the organizing committee for their dedicated efforts and seamless coordination. Lastly, I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants for their active involvement, interaction, which contributed greatly to the success of this session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay.